How's it going, my true people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with week 2 of the CGT, as this week your Forest Green Snovers go up against Vepsis and his Helsinki Hydreigons. If you've been around the channel for a while, or just the Wi-Fi draft scene for a while, then you will know Vepsis. And if you've been around this channel for a while, you will have seen me face off against him. Sorry, I couldn't figure out what I was doing there. Plenty of times. And I believe, as things stand, we have never got the better of Vepsis. I think, unless I'm missing something. I think we've only played on Wi-Fi and we've only taken L's to him, including in every semi-final of UBL since OP Jellison stopped playing Mons. So, our record against Vepsis, not good. He always seems to... Oh, actually, no, we got knocked out in the quarterfinals this most recent season by Q, the Costa Rican, actually. But, apart from that, he's always knocked us out at UBL semi-finals. And so our record against him has not been great, and I don't really expect that to change today. This is the team that we're bringing. Pretty standard sets, a lot of Spadef. We've got AV, Komodo and things like that, and Spadef Tyranitar, you can see the items there. But it's not a great team. Huge shout out to Eric for mocking with me. As always, basically we did one mock, we had some other things to sort out, so we didn't have much time. So I think we did one mock. He absolutely destroyed me, and then I was like, yeah, I need to change some of these sets. So I did change some of the sets, but then we never retested or anything. So, yeah, I only changed, I changed the Garchomp EVs, and I changed the item on the Alakazam, because I originally wanted it to be Life Orb, but then I changed it to Focus Sash to give me just a little bit extra insurance at the end of the game. So, it's not a strong team, let's put it that way. It's not a team that's been thoroughly prepped and tested as I would like versus Vepsis, but it is what it is. Knowing the way Mons is, this might be the first game that we beat him, because usually I would put in way more effort than this, and Pokemon's stupid, so... But, yeah, I'm not expecting too much. I just want to have a good game with him. It's always a good game with Vepsis. He's a very good player. I've been studying all day. I've read 3... This is not going to sound a lot to some of you, but I've read 3 academic articles today, which are very hard going, very heavy going. And I'm really proud of that, because I find that very challenging. And my brain right now is just like, no more thinking. Can we just nap? And I need to go and do another session this evening. Huge thank you to Vepsis for being easy to schedule with as well. And as always, go and check out his channel, link down in the description. Fantastic content creator and battler, in my opinion. One of the top 2 battlers this generation on Wi-Fi. So let's see. We have the Zero Aura. We have the Togekiss. We have the Seismitoad, which Eric didn't bring, and he really needed. So that makes total sense that we would see that here. Maybe I did beat him in 1. I don't think I did, though. We have the Jirachi. Yeah, this is like... If I had to predict an exact 6, it would probably have been this 6. Kyurem. Nidoking. Oh, it's a pretty threatening team. In terms of leads, I quite like the Heatran lead, I think. It gives him rocks early because it gets that Seismitoad in early, but then it also lets me break down the Seismitoad early. And I think I like that. I think I want to break down the Seismitoad early. And there's nothing else I'm too worried about. I should have led with something that could have done a better job against Kyurem, actually. Yeah. Yeah. If he leads Kyurem, that puts me in a really bad spot. I didn't think about that hole. Yeah, that's not a great lead by me then. I was like, offensively, I want to get the Seismitoad pressured, so that was my thinking. But defensively, I wasn't thinking about the hole I lead myself if he leads off with Kyurem. So, Seismitoad comes out. He could just Earthquake here and take my Tran. But I'm going to Toxic anyway. This is one of my main Jirachi checks, so I'm really hoping he just goes for Rocks here, and that's what I'm expecting. But it is Nidoking could be Rocks, or Jirachi could be Rocks, and he could just value taking this from me. And I wouldn't put that past him. Yeah, that's fine. I thought there was a decent chance of that happening. We're going to lose Heatran turn 1. But I wanted to try and be aggressive early. And I thought there was a good chance of Vepsis calling that. But that means that now his Stone Edge switching is really, really poor. So that's something. Now, for breaking the Seismitoad down, We don't have an awful lot, which is why we want it to get pressured. So, going to bring in Crobat. He can try and knock off my boots if he wants, but I'm going to Super Fang him. And this just puts us in a decent spot, I think. I don't know if he can knock off my boots and get rocks up if this is the rocker, as he just switches out. Possibly a Jirachi switch. Okay, so the Kyurem comes out. Interesting. Kyurem. Alright. Gonna U-turn out. If you were Scarf, we would have lived the Ice Beam, so that's why I ran the risk. But we don't kill with Brave Bird. Gonna go right out to Barney. Get that sand chip going. This reveals the Roost. So a Focus Blast wouldn't kill me here. How do I want to play this? Do I want to prioritize my rocks? Or do I want to prioritize damage? I think I want to prioritize damage, so I'm going to crunch. If the Seismitoad comes in, I want to get that Seismitoad chip down as soon as possible. So I'm just going to crunch. He's probably boots on this. He's Roost and he hasn't revealed an item, so he's probably boots on this. Yeah, so let's get this Seismitoad one down. This should do like, what, like 30% off the top of my head? Oh wow, that does a lot more than 30%. There's a decent chance he outspeeds me here. In fact, he will outspeed me here unless he's a minus speed nature. I don't have a physical set automatically in the calc. Earthquake's going to do so much. Earthquake's going to do so much. I'm going to go Crobat. Earthquake or rocks, we're okay. I want to punish the rocks by crunching, but he's seen how how aggressive I've been, so I don't want to risk it. That crunch is great damage, and Tyranitar's still really useful here. Yeah, exactly. So we get hit by the Sandstorm. He doesn't. It looks to me as though he's maybe from that crunch damage, he's maybe a max HP variant rather than a Fizz Death variant or anything. So my Brave Bird does look like it kills. So I'm gonna go for that. Alright, Stone Edge is now pretty much unresisted. Only the Jirachi resists it, and you don't want to switch that in on a crunch, so Stone Edge is essentially unresisted, so that's pretty nice for the Tyranitar. We essentially trade Heatran for Seismitoad. It's not perfect because the Jirachi becomes such a problem without Heatran. I think he's got a better value out of that trade than I have. But if that was the rocker, then it's nice to not have rocks on my side. I think I want a U-turn. Yeah, I want to keep this. I want to keep this around. This is still really valuable. So I'm going to U-turn. Now, if I go Tyranitar here, Kyurem, because we've already shown the Tyranitar switch once, I'm a little bit worried about that. But Ice Beam or Draco shouldn't be a 2-hit KO. He would need Focus Blast. And I don't think he's Focus Blasting into a Crobat, because I could potentially just stay in and try and wear him down, Super Fang, whatever. Body Press, nice tech. Nice tech. Okay. Nice tech. I forgot that was the thing. But he did go for the fighting move into the Crobat, that's interesting. Now I think without Sand we'll die to an Ice Beam here, 50. Or a Draco. So I don't think I can afford to switch. I nearly went Alakazam there and I kind of wish I had. Yeah, we die to any hit without Sand. I'm just going to Stone Edge, like I don't really have a choice. I guess I could have gone Zam. But I don't think I want to lose my Sash instantly. My way of revenge killing this is not great. I'm not doing well here at all. I'm not doing well here at all. Forgot about Body Press. But it would have been the same if he'd Focus Blast, so it didn't really change too much. I don't see him staying in. I think we're likely to see the Togekiss come out. So I'm going to Iron Tail, try and catch the Togekiss for big damage. I've kind of lost my major switch-ins to Togekiss in Heatran and Tyranitar. So as he does stay in, but we should chew this pretty well, I think. We're AVs for death. Yeah, we chew it. And the Iron Tail should chunk him. Gonna Drain Punch here. If he roosts, we get it all back. If he goes into the Togekiss, then the Kyurem's in range of Crobat. And I don't know if he necessarily does go into the Togekiss after I've just shown the Iron Tail like that. So yeah, the Draco looks like it could kill me from here, depending on if he's modest or not. I didn't calc. If he's timid, it won't. So it goes for the free dry. Okay. So we get to recover back a bit as he crits me. That happens. That happens. Would have been nice to have got more health back on this, but honestly, like, potential Zen Headbutt Jirachi was going to do a lot. Dazzling Gleam Togekiss was going to do a lot. Like, it would have just really been to take a hit from the Kyurem, from the Nidoking, which I think we could have done. So it does suck, but it is what it is. This is a fast-paced game. I can see me losing to Togekiss at the end, especially if it's T-Wave Togekiss. I can't afford to go into anything on a play rough here. And this thing is essentially useless, assuming it's slower than everything on his team, which it should be. So, yeah, there's no reason for me to do anything other than Dragon Tail in case he sets up. I don't want to let him bulk up or anything in front of me. And he misses. I suppose that somewhat makes up for the crit, but not really. It's way worse for him, I think, as we crit back. So that's definitely way worse for him. Yeah, yeah, my bad. I mean, I guess if I had Earthquaked there, I don't think I would have killed. So I think my best play was to prevent the setup, right? Because if I was procced a weakness policy bulk up, we would have been in a world of hell. So yeah, I think I made the right play there. I don't regret that decision. Gonna Earthquake here. I don't know if we can take this hit, but I'm gonna Earthquake here. This doesn't really do anything else but potentially take a hit from this. Toxic Spikes are really annoying for Garchomp. As we pop his Shuka Berry. Maybe I should have Dragon Tailed again. Still good damage though. Could easily see an Ice Beam come out here, so I'm going to Iron Tail on the off chance he thinks he can't kill me and go into Togekiss. But I'm pretty sure this will KO. Oh, we actually live, so I should have Earthquaked. I should have Earthquaked. Overcomplicating things there, I guess. I don't know if it really is. I don't know if it really is overcomplicating things. I think that was probably a fine play. I'm going to die here, so I'm just click Drain Punch for speed. What's my end game? I should have probably Earthquaked again there. It wouldn't have hurt. Because now you have to come out and he gets the momentum, whereas we would have got the momentum the other way. I expect Jirachi will come out eventually and just U-turn, but I think he'll let the Nidoking go down here. I don't think he'll save it. I could nasty plot. Is my Sash going to be important later in the game? I'm just going to Psychic. I'm just going to Psychic. He might go Jirachi, which is why I kind of wanted to nasty plot, but he could just as easily be Scarf Jirachi, and then we end up with the same situation. So, yeah, we take a KO. I think that's better. I keep my Sash intact. I don't think we win this game, though. I think the combination of Togekiss and Jirachi are too hard to check without my Tyranitar and Heatran that I kind of risked really early being very aggressive. But that's okay. So, you probably kill a Zeraora from the range of health it's at. So does that make you my switch here on the U-turn? Yeah, I think it does. Because like a part of me wants to Shadow Ball into Jirachi, but if you Scarf Jirachi, then I don't really gain much out of that. He can just go Togekiss, he breaks my Sash, and I get nothing from it. So I'd rather just go into this and take a U-turn, Iron Head, whatever. Because he reveals the Ice Punch, so nice play to cover this switch, but we do take... I don't think we take another one of those, do we? No, we don't. Fuck. I didn't think about the Ice Punch. That's a good play. But he might... if he's not Scarf... If he's not Scarf, I should rest. He might switch. He might think... You know. He has a chance to... Yeah, he does switch. I thought so. Probably into Togekiss. Yeah. Now, if he's T-Wave Togekiss, that's really annoying for Crobat. So I could Sleep Talk here, trying to snag a Toxic, but I think that's not the play. I think my play is just to go Crobat and hope he's not T-Wave. I am hugely Spadef Crobat. Nice play, nice play. Baton Pass is a really nice play. I didn't think about Baton Pass. Yeah, I wanted to Sleep Talk, expecting him to not just stay in and let the Crobat in, but... It still isn't super easy for him, because, like, Jirachi comes out. Jirachi we now know is a Scarf, or this comes out. And, we're somewhat stuck in a bit of a cycle. The good news about the T-Spike is he can't freeze my Alakazam. Okay, so this thing's just going to Plasma Fist. Makes sense. It's the right, like, it's an easy play for him. I'm going to Sleep Talk here. Hope that we pull whatever we need to hit whatever's coming in, or if he stays in. So if he goes into Togekiss, obviously we hope to see a Toxic and not an Earthquake or a Rest, but... And we burn one turn of Rest, of course. Okay. It's fine. So we could choose to Baton Pass again. Maybe it doesn't have Dazzling Gleam. Maybe he's Air/Aura Sphere. Baton Pass Roost. I bet he is. I'm going to Sleep Talk. I bet he's not got Dazzling Gleam. I bet he's Air Slash. So we outrun him, which is not that surprising. Can we pull a Toxic? Like, I know this probably isn't the best line, actually, because I've just got a 1 in 3 chance. It worked. It fucking worked. I just rolled the dice. Because otherwise I just see us getting stuck in this cycle. And I don't like it. So that might be what we need to potentially break this. Oh, he does have Gleam. He does have Gleam. Okay, we do tank 1 Gleam, though. And I do wake up here so I can rest and get back to this range of health after the Gleam. He takes an extra poison turn. And then I can't... No, I don't think that's worth it, is it? I just make him take an extra poison turn. And I bait the crit, potentially. I think I'm going back to Crobat. Guard Chomp's now essentially just Rocky Helmet plus Rough Skin fodder as he Gleams. Definitely want to keep my Sash intact on Zam. So, I think I just... do I Super Fang or do I Roost or do I U-turn? I think I'm just going to Super Fang. I don't think he can kill me with anything from here. As he Baton passes out. So, the end game... Got to get Chip off on the Jirachi, and then I think Alakazam can do it. Now, if we can get Chip off on the Jirachi. He doesn't want to give me that, and I completely understand that. My Alakazam Psychic will kill the Zeraora. Okay, so if I sack this, I go Zam, he brings me down to my Sash, I click Psychic, he goes Jirachi, I go Chomp. If he doubles Togekiss, he wins. But I have no other play. I'm going to U-turn on the off chance he play Roughs. But I can't give up the Guard Chomp because I need it to get damage off on the I needed to get damage off on the Jirachi, I think. Because I guess I could have saved that to get damage off on the Jirachi with a Super Fang. Would that have been better if I'd gone into Guard Chomp there? No, because he could have just gone back to Togekiss and roosted, and I don't want the Togekiss roosting. So I just Psychic here. He saves this. Why did you save this? Because if he breaks my Sash, he wins. I should have Nasty Plotted. That did nothing. Jirachi. My Psychic did way less than it should. So I think he's like max HP at least. So at -1 for death. My Shadow Ball, I think it still KOs. If he goes Togekiss, I'm going to wish I had fucking Nasty Plotted here, because he might just sack the Togekiss and win. Yeah, I think I should have Nasty Plotted on the Togekiss sack. Fuck, I should have done. Yeah, fuck, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I should have Nasty Plotted the shit. I had 2 chances there to Nasty Plot and I win the game if I Nasty Plot either time. Yeah, if I Nasty Plot either time, I think I win the game. This isn't over yet though, because as he goes Jirachi here, We're still in the 50-50 of like, can I go Garchomp and make him take Helmet Chip to put him in Shadow Ball range? If he doubles into the if he doubles, he wins. I've played so passive, man. If I Psychic into double, I win. I don't think he's going to double. I've been just staying in with my Alakazam. I don't think he's going to double. I don't think he's going to double. I've just been staying in with my Alakazam. So I think he's going to stay in. If he has a non-contact move, he should use it here. U-turn. Does that put him in Shadow Ball range? It really depends on his set. Oh, that should put him in Shadow Ball range. I think we got that call right. And we wake up this turn, so we did the right thing not waking up and resting. Yeah, we did the right thing here. Because now we Earthquake, and we should win the game. Unless the Jirachi is Hidden Scarf this whole time, but it looked fat. Could be Cassib Berry. Could be Cassib Berry Jirachi. And if it is, then fair play to him. That's what it comes down to. No, because he switched out after the Spadef drop earlier. I don't think he's Cassib Berry. I don't think you switch out there if you're Cassib Berry. I think you stay in. Unless he was predicting the Garchomp switch. But I don't think he was. I don't think he's Cassib Berry. He's more likely like a Shuka or I don't know. I think we've got it. This has been a fucking edge of the seat stuff. So he CCs. Why CC? Well played. Well fucking played. Wow. Wow. Oh, Vepsis, you son of a bitch. I thought I had you. Oh, I thought I had you. Oh, I can't believe that. That doesn't kill anyway. So he was like Max Spadef, I thought there was a decent chance he was from the roll earlier. Fuck me, Vepsis. I wonder if that was a roll, but he eject. He always had that game. He always had that end game. You love to see it. I can't even be mad. Like, I love that. I didn't even factor that in. I didn't even stop to consider. Like, when he was CC, I was like, why CC? Like, I knew there was a good reason. I'm dropping him a GG now. I knew there was a good reason he was a jetpack. I was CCing. I was like, he wouldn't. Like, Plasma Fist is a no drawback at that point. It does more damage. Like, there's no reason not to click Plasma Fist. Like, I can't. But he was a jetpack. Fire. I guess the only thing that could have fucked him there is if I was bluffing Sash. And I'd been like sub Life Orb, then he would have been fucked. But I guess he'd seen the damage rolls. Sub Expert Belt would have done him. If I'd been sub Expert Belt there at the end, he would have lost if I'd subbed on the CC. That would have been funny. That's fire. I can't even be mad. We lose 2-0, but I thought we had him. I was so ready to be like, yep, we finally beat Vepsis. When he U-turned with the Jirachi and he took all that chip, I was like, yeah, that's Zam range. Like, that's Zam range. And, yeah, I thought we'd got him. Fuck. God damn it. I could have played it better. I definitely could have played it better. I played the early game super aggressive, lost a bunch of pieces, but I wasn't too mad about that. the biggest mistake I made was staying in on the Dazzling Gleam with from Togekiss with Garchomp to get it Toxic. It did break the cycle that we were stuck in. But ultimately, that chip on Garchomp meant that I lost the game to Zeraora. I was relying on my Focus Sash as my way of beating Zeraora. And I would like to point out, like, that would have been a perfectly good strategy had he not been a Jetpack. Like, I think that's the only item in the game. I think that's the only item in the game where we lose that end game. I can't see another thing he could do other than some sort of multi-hit move from Zeraora, Tail Slap Zeraora or something. Other than that, like, I don't think there's another item in the game that could have won him that. Maybe AV Zeraora could have taken a Psychic. Well, obviously the Jirachi took the hit, so Jirachi would have won him the game anyway. Let me just clarify. Assuming Jirachi had died, which is what I thought was going to happen, is the way I was managing my end game from my perspective, I think, yeah, the only way he could have won that was that item now, or Jirachi being fatter than I realised, which it was. So, wow. I'm stunned. I'm going to go talk to Vepsis because that was absolutely fire. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. This league has been so much fun already. Every week feels like a playoff game, like in terms of the quality of the competition. Like every game, people are making reads, people are making plays. Like it's fire. I love it. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for loafing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.